abilities hitting. Like hitting stuff.
Here we go, game number 2. Match point for the Cavalry. The defending champions get some key heroes on them. How often does this happen?
Not a lot.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Omega made the bet that they wanted to lie in, but it is with Omega, you never know.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about them.
All right,
even in the last game, they look like they could have won it.
Maybe we downplayed these picks for Omega, but at least they have their hands on James's Lapu Lapu.
Okay, yeah. I would say, aside from James Lapu, again, this carry is an X factor for Smart Omega, not just because of the fact that it's on nets, but again, it's a clear win condition for Smart Omega. If they are able to take this towards that stage of the game where he's able to actually fight and he does not get hit by anything, they can actually win. But now,
yeah, he got hit by everything there.
Okay.
First blood.
Okay, you don't question any mechanical like aspects from
Unbreakable, abyssal arrow, yeah.
Nothing. There was nothing Yoshi could have done. If he tried to flicker away, it would have gone wasted.
Yeah. Okay. Now Omega needs to slow things down. They cannot start off the game like that.
Yes.
They are playing with 3 carries. You want to play it in a slow and steady tempo. Just make Team Liquid think, hey, look, we're winning. Yay, Omega's going to lose. Suddenly, bang, you have 3 carries online, and now Team Liquid are overwhelmed with damage.
This is 10 minutes later, though.
Yeah. To be fair, though, it's kind of his fault, but it's also like TLPH just utilizing the heroes. Because if JP charges the Unbreakable, you're for sure getting hit by a bunch of stuff from TLPH. So you really can't blame, Super Yoshi. Even if he did flicker out, I think the trap would have gotten him with the first blood for Sanji.
Again, I don't know if it's greedy, smart, or something else entirely. Not a single Purify.
Oh.
Are they not afraid of an arrow?
Maybe.
Again, if it was just the Gatot, that's fine. If it's just the Esmeralda, that's fine, but there's also Selena.
To be fair, I'm gonna be honest though, playing a hero with a Purify against Esme, Lance, and Gatot kind of sucks, so.
Yeah. Now Omega are finding it way too difficult to get close to this turtle, but Ryzen is going to be close enough. Super Yoshi James! The ultimate fighter with a line shaker to shake things up, but Carl TZ actually still walks away with the turtle. Ryzen gets taken down, Yoshi gets jumped on again with a combination of the Gatot Kaja and Selena.
One of the few times that you do not go with James.
Can confirm, every stuff hit from TLPH. Everything landed, and most especially the Lancelot landed on the foot of TLPH.
Number 1 in the league. 52 games played, won about 70% of them. 67% to be exact.
Number 1 in the world.
Carl TZ, number 1 in history.
Amen. And that's why you don't give Carl the Lancelot. He's named after Lancelot. No, I'm just kidding.
He's him.
Lancelot, yeah, he's him. He's Lancelot.
Eventually, I wouldn't mind if they retroactively update skins and put Carl TZ's face on the Lancelot. Do the same for all of the older World Champion skins.
Imagine he has a brand eSports skin, and then Lancelot gets a Carl TZ skin.
No, yeah.
Kind of an overkill, because he has 2 skins, but you never know.
It's a little bit too much.
You never know.
All right, 3.5 minutes in. First turtle and about everything on the map going over to Liquid. There's a turtle spawning in the upper quarter. Is it too early for Omega to say, yeah, we'll just roll over and allow you to take it? Because again, if the game plan is stretch it out until the 3 cores are ready, is part of that game plan just conceding turtles?
You never know with Omega, man. I feel like Omega might be crazy enough to just go, yeah, let's fight this.
Yeah.
It's only a 2,000 gold lead. We don't care. And I love them for that.
Yeah, real answer would be no. You just farm, okay? Yes, you concede the turtle. You give TLPH like the chance to get what they want and then just find trades. But with Smart Omega, it's never the case.
Oh, this is very smart for Liquid because look, they're taking their purple first, which is the most prime trade, and then going for the turtle. So yeah, Ryzen didn't even bother to check. He knows that Carl TZ took it, and then I guess we get our answer. Smart is going to try to contest.
Why concede when you can conceive? Oh wait, to turn things around, Super Yoshi gets stopped! He wanted to go for the Tsunami Slam to Sanford, but it gets stopped! He still has it though. Guess who death's on him? Omega still fighting for this turtle. They will not give up. You gotta appreciate what Omega's bringing to the table here.
Yeah, but Carl TZ is just farming there.
Yeah, and Liquid looks like they are going to be healthy enough to get this turtle without a problem. Carl TZ gets a Phantom Execution as well, and they don't even need to full commit. They will just get the turtle back off and now play around Oheb.
Oh my god, dude, that arrow from Sanji was nasty. He saw the jump from Super Yoshi and he prevented the death of Sanford. Now, because of the second turtle advantage, they will be able to just take over lanes with the Selena, Gatot, and Harris combo. They're not even rushing the push. They're just making sure that Nets is not farming while Carl TZ is taking over the other side. Now they wait for the Lancelot to go back mid, and that's when you start the aggressive pushes.
All right, looking at the items, it's clear that Liquid are still riding off the high of all of their wins. That turtle last, still no kills for Omega. Who's gonna be first on Omega to actually get there?
Probably Hayabusa.
Yeah, it has to be through him, because I feel like the farming process for Netsky, he should still be close to Oheb. But I mean, with a lead. Oh, wait, no, wait, that's way too close to Oheb. He goes for the Harith, Super Yoshi, but it just gets purified. Here comes the counterplay by Omega. James decides to fight under it, but they're vitalized by JP. Says, nope, you will have to back off. It's too dangerous for Omega to fight that.
Yeah, they're just trying to like force Omega into these awkward situations where they have to commit spells to defend. All the while, Carl's just farming.
Uh-oh, going in from the back. That's a conceal setup. Zap and force.
Okay, that's 4 members of Liquid already behind the turret. Omega need to back off. James, from a possible pincer ankle, just to tell Omega, nope, not safe for us to fight.
Okay.
But it is safe for them to invade. Look at Carl TZ. Thorn grows straight into Haji, and he gets away. James is here. He's not going to be able to stop them. He does get a stun off, but the stun onto Ryzen stops the ultimate of the Hayabusa. The Abyssal Arrow of Sanji lands again.
Yeah, JP dies, however, but TLPH still with full aggression on the map, stopping Smart Omega from farming. After 2 minutes, though, they finally realized they had to send the carry bot side because he's been stuck on the top lane for the longest time.
And he wasn't going to win any duels, especially since the turtle was going to be there. Members of Liquid will naturally rotate towards it, but Nets is playing with fire here. Nets is living on the edge. He's staying around.
Ouch.
Liquid are approaching a 4K gold lead, and I think Omega have just decided to concede. Yeah, that's all turtles going over to the cavalry.
Hello? Okay.
Finally, they decide to concede one to try and push out through the bottom lane. But with Liquid getting closer and closer to a 4,000 gold lead, I think Omega are just now going to have to play around the counterplay or a potential concealed dive from Super Yoshi.
I want to pose a new problem for you, gentlemen. Well, for Smart Omega. Never mind, later.
Okay, that might be a little problematic there. Oh, wait, no, Super Yoshi takes a lot of damage from Carl TZ. Phantom execution by Super Yoshi. Able to flicker out now the concealed play. Team Liquid, they will back off. They're not going to commit anything too spicy.
So what's the problem, Midnight?
All right. Problem for Omega is the blade armor is going to come up on Sanford. That's another layer that they have to go through. More physical damage reduction against James, against Ryzen, against Netsky, and also the reflect onto the carry and the Kimi. This Esmeralda is going to be almost unkillable for Smart Omega. Almost. I say almost, because they can just use everything, you know, to kill Sanford, but then there's 4 heroes still left on the side of TLPH.
We haven't really seen
there you go.
Sweat just yet. There's the blade armor. Smart Omega, now they have to send Ryzen down to clear that bottom lane tier 2 clearing wave. A minute until the Lord comes up. Sure, Ryzen can get the lanes much faster than the Hayabusa given the shadows, but if you're talking about farm, he's down 3 levels. This is miserable.
Carl TZ being a little bit safe with clearing out the minion wave. I'm thinking that he was starting to think, Ryzen's showing himself and then hiding in the jungle.
You look delicious, brother.
But I think that's a little bit too risky because Super Yoshi was there.
They're playing a macro. They just want like a huge gold lead.
Yeah.
But right before the Lord fight.
Yeah, it's almost 2,000 between the two junglers. I mean, the good news for Omega is that it's only 1,000 between Netsky and Oheb. It could have been worse, honestly. In the middle lane, though, Sanji able to force a bit of a reaction. As that's a lot of damage on the Haji through Carl TZ's Thorn Rose. This Lancelot deals way too much damage to the softer heroes of Omega.
All right, Liquid looks like they want to blitz this. 40 up against 3. That's already James dropping quite a bit of his kit.
Look, unkillable, unkillable.
Yeah, you cannot.
Unkillable.
That Esmeralda would just stand. Look at 40 standing against 3.
Ow!
That is a one-man zone out. That is the MVP of MSC. And that is JP in the mid with the Tsunami Slap. He gets a lot of the Abyssal Arrow. Sanji finds it again! Sanford finally falls! Omega still have problems to deal with. Here comes carltzy. Everything thrown at Yoshi. James holding, Netsky holding, and he gets a double kill. He took down Carl. James, will he be able to get away from this? He does!
Oheb got stuck right behind the base. Netsky gets taken down by Sanji. The chef do be cooking.
I was gonna say, Nets played that team fight very well with the side steps, the dodges as well. carltzy overstepping on the enemy lines, but Sanji reeled it back. He started cooking with the arrows, hits Ryzen first, removing the shadow kill. And even though they did get the Esmeralda kill for Smart Omega, again, they had to commit everything. After that, there's nothing left in the kitchen sink.
All right, you know what? Not just committing everything, but having 40 overextend. He went on a one-man zone trip and still stayed. He continued to zone him out. That's key!
Under the turret, Oheb with the Zaman force and everything. JP was just looking at him like a proud dad. Go ahead, you got this.
Yeah, the ultimate wingman, of course. He's there to support his gold laner against TLPH. Oh, Shadow?
Oh, that hurts. Oh, James with the bravest fighter, the Landshaker, as well as the Shadow actually takes down the Selena. Oheb able to take down the tower. James gets taken down eventually. Oheb Zaman force and damage. Way too much for Omega to handle. 6,000 is their gold lead and it will continue to grow.
Omega are folding. Even in these micro fights that Liquid just start from out of nowhere, Liquid is taking a page out of Omega's book.
Yeah, they fight the unfightable for TLPH with just sheer gold lead for Yoshi, though.
Oh, he's going to be able to land this another time onto the JP. That's a lot of damage coming out from Omega.
Carl!
Freaking TT! Dancing and dodging. Thorn Rose, he gets to avoid it. He looks at Ryzen and Sanford able to eat up the tower damage so that Carl can get out. Now Oheb is able to dash out as well. Dashing through, dashing past the wall, dashing under the Zaman force, but he's not going to be able to take down James.
Oh my god.
Good things.
International audience, welcome to MPL Philippines. Welcome to carltzy, the Lancelot show.
But Omega are fighting well into it. They may be taking a lot of blows here, but Omega are still doing everything they can. Look at where Netsky is at.
He's beelining.
That is one man saying, I got this. He sees carltzy. Will he try? He sees carltzy. Will he win the duel? carltzy got away. carltzy got away.
All right, Netsky knows when he's overextended.
Okay, this is why I'm a big fan of Netsky's carry. He knows the limits of the hero. If carltzy used the ult there to dash in front of the carry, he might have died. Those kinds of positioning for Smart Omega are what keeps him alive in this game. Netsky's record in his carry has been really, really good. Even his positioning in the team fights.
You know what? Netsky might actually be the third most named hero when I ask, most named player when I ask, hey, who do you think of when I say carry? It's Super Marco, Benny, and then Netsky. That's just how it is, folks. Lord over the Liquid.
You know what's crazy about what Netsky did there? Him at level 12 with a 5,000 plus gold lead for the opponent. He said, I will run to the mid lane. I know where carltzy is going and I will try to take him down.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for Netsky. But now let's see.
Gila things.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, Netsky, again, 3 kills to his name, 0 assists. All kills that he was able to land is just his work.
Yeah, that was that's some locomotions.
Yeah.
That Netsky likes to bring to the table. But with the Lord marching in now,
Arrow?
what kind of motion will work here for Liquid as they whittle down the towers of Omega? Ryzen took a lot of damage from carltzy up top in a 1v1. Netsky now has the Malefic gun. 9,000. Little by little, Liquid have decided to wait for the minion waves first.
Yeah, here's the problem for TLPH though. They have to watch out for the carry position in KP.
Go for the taunt! Gets the unbreakable, but he gets a lot of damage. He's not able to AOG out. A little bit too deep there for JP. CC immune there. Ryzen goes in and he's able to avoid the damage from the Thorned Rose. Liquid are still in the lead, but Omega, what a defense!
All right, a little bit of a bridged miscommunication.
Yeah.
I could have sworn Liquid was going to make the call and say, yeah, we're happy with this one turret down bottom. We'll wait until the next. But I guess there was a voice in their head saying, yeah, we can take mid, we can take mid.
Yeah, it's kind of an oopsie from TLPH. I thought Sanford was going to jump in to land the ultimate onto the carry.
Star Moon.
you know, Netsky was just free hitting onto JP. Didn't even pop the revitalize.
Yeah, I think once JP committed that dash, it was like, all right, kind of messed up here, guys. I'm not even gonna pop my revitalize. That's cool. Stay back.
Oops.
It's fine. Don't worry. We still got this. Still an 8,000 gold lead.
Yeah, try again next time. Wait for the Lord.
Yeah, but again, Omega, we talk about their clutch gene. They do have that clutch gene. If Team Liquid slips up maybe 2 more times, you're going to see that 8,000 gold lead get wiped completely off, and Omega suddenly controlling more parts of the map.
The conceal!
Sanji, 2v1. Ryzen goes in with a shadow kill. JP with a revitalize, and he has to back off now. Ryzen, the abyssal arrows get landed to Super Yoshi. Can you smell where the chef is cooking another people's arrow hit? Sanford again zoning out 4v1. Another arrow gets thrown out, and Sanford is just standing in front of Omega again.
Houdini moves on the Super Yoshi. Could have sworn he was gonna die.
Oh, be careful though. They have damage. We saw Netsky and James earlier dish out some poke damage onto Oheb. One hit from the Lapu Lapu was a half HP of the Harriet. Oh, arrow though.
Missile arrow, land shaker, land
OJ!
OJ, it's massive! It catches Netsky as well, but he's able to get away. He's trying to stand tall. Sanford from the zone out, but Oheb takes out Netsky. And under the Zaman force,
That's it.
It's a double kill for Oheb, a triple kill for Oheb, and a wipeout against Omega from Liquid.
It's just a matter of time. The cavalry go wild. The MPL arena at capacity, screaming to their lungs. All the members of Liquid know it's over.
What an emphatic win by Liquid. And here the Sheeshes in the arena. They just got to flex on them first. A sweep for the cavalry.
They set the record straight, all 2-0.